my own sister. I should have left her to die when the Tsarina caught her. I really am so stupid. It was obvious that she would betray me one day. That bitch.
Emily?
Louis? Louis! Who on earth is... Louis, where are you? I can't see you.
In front of you, Emily. She can't see me?
Louis, are you dead too?
It's complicated.
I thought Emma killed you.
Oh, yes, that's right. She still doesn't know everything I found out. I understand that it must be difficult to forgive her, but if you think about it, salvation will be found in anger, Emily.
It's all so unfair, Louis.
A part of me does understand her actions.
To hell with good intentions.
On the contrary, I believe now is the perfect time to decide how you want to live your life, in bitterness or in peace. Think about it, Emily.
But I thought, how is it that you are here? Can you move around?
I'm going to have to be a bit blunt here, Emily. You'll have to excuse me, but it's quite baffling. Mortimer and Holm are age-old spirits who can change bodies.
What?
They're demons.
Louis, are you feeling all right?
And I am one too.
Louis, you don't seem very well at all.
Because William Mortimer is my father. And he's yours too. Yours and Emma's. He's bestowed certain powers on me, like how to read a human mind, and even how to control it. Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Are you alright?
Yes. Actually, no. How do you expect me to feel? It would be easier if you told me you'd simply lost your mind, or even that I've lost my mind, which would at least make some sense. If only something inside me didn't vibrate at the sound of your words.
I'm not making it up, Emily. You've got to believe me.
And where are we then?
In the ether, I think. Think of it as a psychic dimension.
Oh, well, that explains it then. Do you have any more bedtime stories like that?
Well, you are dead.
Yes, of course I am. I should have known. Ask a stupid question.
Yes, I know, Emily. It's hard to believe, but even if it seems insane, I assure you that it's all true.
We are dead, and we're talking in the ether.
Well, not exactly. You see, I'm not dead.
What? But if you are here without being dead, then there must be a way out. Help me, Louis. I am begging you, help me.
Clearly, it seems like there must be some way of getting you out of here. So technically, yes, I don't see what could stop you.
Do you really think so?
Oh, nothing much surprises me now. I must go.
Wait, don't leave me. For pity's sake, Louis.
But I must if I'm to find a solution. Be brave, Emily.
Yes, I understand. I trust you.
I'll be back for you, I promise.
Louis, help. Don't leave me. Louis! Louis! Come back!
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of Louis? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste!
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This is about my arrival. as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters. The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Holm won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself. He's coming! He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
France, so much effort, so much. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion, I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war. France, so much effort, so much.
That's not the right direction. I must concentrate on the important memories, the ones that led Holm into this situation.
It was a trap right from the start. It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters. I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees.
One of Holmes' distant memories and one of his brothers. With an ego like his, he's undoubtedly talking about Mortimer. Could there be a link here? No, at the time they weren't enemies like they are today.
I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate.
I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate.
And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Piaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
And when Elizabeth disappeared, come to me. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer's been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually...
What have I missed?
I recall Sparta. Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders, and I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice. He's talking about Charles-François d'Angennes and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought Holmes here. I had to look somewhere else.
Dear Countess Dunolstein.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the Western monarchies. So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent. Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me.
No, not that way. I'm losing the thread here.
Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so
I'm getting carried away here.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
No, not yet.
His children are gathered together? Yes? Here. And the cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
Be quick!
Who's there?
Elizabeth? But I saw your body. You're dead.
Gregory?
You are not Gregory. Something's not right. Gregory, you are in danger.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Who are you?
My name is Louis de Richet. William Alexander Mortimer's son.
William?
Ah,
I see. What's happening here? My son is in danger. Talk!
let's see what he thinks.
Ah, yes. That is good. Come, open up. Louis Morat de Richet, son of William Mortimer. Now I see you.
Damn it! I can feel him entering inside me. I shouldn't have.
William, you dirty traitor. No, Gregory. You have no right, William. You are violating the rules. My rules.
I can't break the link. Get out of my mind!
William should have taught you not to try to read just anyone's mind.
Resist, Louis!
It's pointless.
Father! Help me!
Louis, what's happening?
Father!
William.
I can't feel you anymore.
William, you dirty traitor. What did you do to Gregory?
No, not now. No! Louis, get out of here! Get out!
Get out of here, Louis! Oh, holy shit! What am I doing? I should have been more careful. Mortimer warned me about this.
Louis!
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed...
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
He allowed me to...
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again. So there must have been something before this.
Ah, Charles.
He's talking about Charles-François d'Angennes and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought Holm here. I had to look somewhere else.
Countess do not stop.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
France!
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
France! So much effort, so much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the
Hillsborough
first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
France, so much effort. He broke the rules. He allowed me to bring.
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again. So there must have been something before this.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to find.
I'm on the
her
right track here.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the scene?
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
I didn't want to believe it. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. I recall Sparta. And when Elizabeth
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holmes. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
I must speak to you. He feeds.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer has been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we.
What have I missed?
I can't hold out. I recall
One of Holmes' distant memories and one of his brothers. With an ego like his, he's undoubtedly talking about Mortimer. Could there be a link here? No, at the time they weren't enemies like they are today.
I recalled Sparta of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate, concentrate.
He allowed me to bring Emily. He allowed need to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to find
I'm on the
her
right track here.
It was a trap right from the start. I recalled Sparta, and when
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
I recalled Sparta. France, so much effort, so much And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Holm won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. I recalled Sparta, and when he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when
One more.
Elizabeth disappeared, I recalled Sparta.
One of Holmes' distant memories and one of his brothers. With an ego like his, he's undoubtedly talking about Mortimer. Could there be a link here? No, at the time they weren't enemies like they are today.
I recalled Sparta. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. And the cherry on the cake, and the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
Be quick! France, so much effort, so much wasted time. I recall He feeds Louis. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we
Getting to
usually
the
take
end here.
months to give to our children. I recall Sparta. France, so much effort, so much He's coming! And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with Father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. A traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly! Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with it. Please.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
You can be so stupid. As for me, I won't be around much longer. So if you want to stand the slightest chance against him, at least make sure you are armed, Louis.
What do you mean?
The lance, Louis. Have you got the lance?
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
You should have chosen your allies better, my son.
You mean you planned to get rid of him since the beginning?
For years, Louis. Come now. Would I really have risked everything at such a one-sided conference without having a trump card up my sleeve?
But what about the conference rules?
To hell with the rules. From now on, I'm only following my own rules. Things are going to change, you'll see. However, I expect you to stop your childish games and follow me. I gave you time to find your feet with Gregory, but things are going to get serious now, and I expect a little more loyalty from you.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Right. All I have to do now is confront Mortimer. Right. Now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after... Here we go.
Ah, there you are at last.
Excuse me, Sir Gregory's death...
Must have upset your plans. Yes, I should think so, given that you gave him your allegiance. But I did warn you to choose sides carefully.
But you didn't tell me you were planning to kill him, you snake. You wish to speak to me?
Yes, but before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
I no longer have it. Of course. Here you are, Father.
Thank you. Congratulations, by the way. You managed to find the right one among all the copies. I'm impressed. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I was impressed by your intervention to prevent Peru from killing himself. You remind me of myself when I was starting out. As for the door of my crypt, no one had ever found out how to open it before you. You committed a serious mistake in proving unable to tell your sisters apart, causing the death of the most promising of the two. I remain proud of what you achieved for me by falsifying that letter to the Pope on behalf of Piaggi, because I know that was not an easy task. But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaggi.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer. But I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and that you are the one who has impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
Son of a bitch! He's not going to get away with this so easily. I won't let you do it.
What on earth are you thinking? That you'll be able to kill me? This is ridiculous, Louis. Come now, be reasonable. Don't fight.
I won.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering.
I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with it. Please.
I have been following you, Uncle, and I shall remain with you.
Thank you, Louis.
But what must I do?
We must notify the family about what's happening here. Let me enter you. I shall empower you to do so.
All right, do it quickly.
There. Now you can communicate with the Ether. When you return to reality, go to Elizabeth's room and call the Ether. You will find an ally there.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished!
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic.
So I have to link into the ether. What does that mean? Come on, Louis. You've already been there. Concentrate. Remember what you felt. Oh, there it is. I sense something. It's getting closer.
Who goes there?
Elizabeth? But I saw you're dead. You're not Elizabeth.
Who are you?
My name is Louis de Riche. With all due respect, would you be so kind as to tell me who I'm addressing, please?
I am the father of all, founder of our lineage, the great architect of the laws that govern us.
It's the father of Holm and Mortimer. Why take on the appearance of Elizabeth Adams?
So, that is how you see me? Here, everything is mere make-believe. Your mind is working to give me an appearance that you can understand.
I thought Elizabeth was dead.
And she is. I am not Elizabeth Adams, but her fate matters not. Indeed, I sense a difference somewhere, an upheaval in the equilibrium of the ether.
I am, or rather I was, an ally of Sir Gregory.
The conference is over then.
Yes, Sir Gregory won the vote, but it seems that Lord Mortimer had no intention of letting him win, and poisoned him.
Ah, how wicked! I expected such. He dared to attack his own brother. I'll make him pay for that.
I'm here to find an ally.
Gregory brought you to me. Be glad you just found the very ally you were looking for.
I'm listening.
William has to pay for what he did. He had no right. No one must ever attack a member of one's own family. That is the law. If you don't want to be involved in all this, let me enter your mind. When the time comes, I will just step in.
You mean like with Elizabeth?
Elizabeth was not part of our family. She didn't get any choice.
But you can't say it worked out well for her. What's to say that once inside he won't stay there?
If I ask my children to respect the rules, then I must do so as well. So, do you accept my proposal?
Very well. I accept.
Good. Pursue your goal now. When the time comes, I will take care of William.
My head! Oh, it hurts like hell! Oh! I hope I've made the right choice.
Louis. There's something I'd like to understand before we go any further.
What is it that you'd like to know?
First, know that you are not responsible for your father's errors. However, you must answer for your own actions.
Uh-oh. I better tell him what he wants to know.
Tell me, Louis, what is your share of responsibility in all this?
Nothing at all. I was invited here to look for my mother, who had gone missing.
You mean your sister?
I didn't know that at the time. In any case, I didn't know anything about any of this. I'd never even met your two sons. And the more time went by, the more the trap closed around me.
But you've survived so far. You can be proud of that. When you got wind of William's plans about the conference, did you tell Gregory?
Yes, of course. As soon as we left the conference room.
You were right to do so. So then, what did you do to thwart William?
When Sarah told me about the power of the Lance of Longinus, I made every effort to find it in order to eliminate it.
You could not have given a worse answer. We are almost done here, Louis. Tell me, in your opinion, What should I do with William?
Give him one more chance. I'm sure there's still some good left in him.
But he killed Gregory.
I know, but killing William won't bring him back.
You don't understand. There are rules.
You may as well do to him what he did to Gregory.
That would end his existence, once and for all.
He deserves it.
Are you sure? Now I know all I need to know. You had everything you needed to understand, but only dabbled where you should have been devoted.
What do you mean?
As a member of our family, you have certain responsibilities, such as, for example, learning all about our customs and our rules. If you had bothered to learn these things, you would have known that it is forbidden to attack a member of our family. And if we want our rules to be respected, we must abide by them without any exceptions. There is too much of him in you. I therefore condemn you, Louis de Richet.
No, wait!
I condemn you to the eternal night. You will be entombed alive forevermore.
But you lied to me. Give me another chance.
Never. You will never see the light of day again.
No! No! Let me out of here! Ah!
Louis. There's something I'd like to understand before we go any further.
What is it that you'd like to know?
First, know that you are not responsible for your father's errors. However, you must answer for your own actions.
Uh-oh. I better tell him what he wants to know.
Tell me, Louis, what is your share of responsibility in all this?
Nothing at all. I was invited here to look for my mother, who had gone missing.
You mean your sister?
I didn't know that at the time. In any case, I didn't know anything about any of this. I'd never even met your two sons. And the more time went by, the more the trap closed around me.
But you've survived so far. You can be proud of that. When you got wind of William's plans about the conference, did you tell Gregory?
Yes, of course. As soon as we left the conference room.
You were right to do so. So then, what did you do to thwart William?
That just shows that you weren't there. And you, what did you do to prevent all this from happening? How many centuries has your son been like this? It didn't all just start yesterday, did it?
When I listen to you talk, it feels like I'm listening to him. We're almost done here, Louis. Tell me, in your opinion, what should I do with William?
I think you should bury him alive. For an eternal being, I think that punishment would be fitting. Because according to the family rules, we're not allowed to kill a family member.
I certainly agree with you on that point. He deserves no less. I see you have understood. I believe you have earned a place in our family. I cannot wait to introduce you to the others. But first of all, William must pay for everything he has done. Let's go, now. It's time to get this over and done with.
William! Gregory should never have trusted you. I knew he shouldn't have come here. You evil little cockroach.
No, Father. Wait.
It's over, my son. You've gone too far this time.
Oh, Father. By the way, I have a little surprise for you.
Now what have you done?
Let me introduce you to my new servants. You know, I have studied our talents closely, and as you see, they
Do you
are...
really think that mutilating your servants so that they can't hear is going to save you?
Well, I admit that was the idea.
You are pathetic. On your knees.
I can feel you entering.
Your ego has always been your weakness, my son. You are your worst enemy. When will you understand that no lock is impenetrable?
No!
If you're the only one who can master them, all I need to do is master you.
Stop! No!
You gambled. You lost.
Look, Louis. Look at him. You were wise to follow my son Gregory. You made the right choice.
You broke the most important of our family rules, William. The one that gives meaning to all the others. Thou shalt not kill. Never, ever kill a member of our family. What's going to happen to him?
He will be buried alive. But don't worry about that. It is over. Everything that belonged to him is yours now. And I am proud to welcome you among us.
Thank you.
You deserve to join us, Louis. You have great potential and many things to learn. Come to me.
I'm coming.
Von Volmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.